What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Now, I ran out of topics. I've done like 7,000 videos on YouTube, so I came to you guys on my YouTube shorts. And again, you can add to this too. I'll put up questions on asking if you guys give me some questions. I put up posts because I really want to answer what you want to hear. And honestly, what's a better way to do that than this? So anyway, I'm going to find who this guy is. If you hear this, I want you to message me at Marc Lobliner on Instagram, DM me, and I'll get you out a gift card at tigerfitness.com. This comes from Always Sultra 958. Always Sultra 958. Are low carb diets necessary to lose weight, or are they suboptimal for hybrid athletes who need carbs as fuel to replenish their glycogen levels? Very good question, and hopefully I have a very good answer. So you can lose weight on low carb diets. They're very effective. And here's my opinion why. You're naturally going to decrease your opportunity to eat really high calorie, very calorically dense foods. Think about it. If you take away carbs, there's literally carbs, protein, and fats. You're taking away 33% of your macronutrient possibilities, right? That's a third of all available macronutrients, carb, protein, fat. You're getting rid of carbs. What contains carbs? Delicious snacks, cookies, candies, things that when you eat them, you just want to eat more because they taste good. Go to the sugar addiction, this, that, whatever. I'll tell you what, man, I've been just as like, man, I can't stop eating this with a big, juicy steak as I have with carbs. I understand there's a sugar thing. I understand there's addictive things, but realize addiction, if you've ever seen My Strangest Addiction, that TV show, people get addicted to anything that can elicit a positive or negative response. There's people addicted to plucking their hair, people addicted to eating bleach, people addicted to all kinds. One person was addicted to eating dead person's ashes out of an urn. Like addictions happen. So I'm not an expert on that, but I'll just say that people are addicted to good tasting stuff. Carbs taste delicious. You also have the sugar issue, and sugar is addictive. Sugar does elicit a lot of chemical responses in the body. So low carb diets are effective in that, hey, for some people, you're eliminating a variable. And also, what do you snack on? No one's just nibbling on, I don't know, a chicken breast, or no one's just like grabbing a ribeye and biting it, but you're going to go and, and somebody in the office will have a candy bowl, like a little bit of those little chocolates, those Halloween chocolates. You pluck that out of there and you pop it in your mouth. Next thing you know, you're 110 calories, just right down, right there. And chances are with your metabolism, you don't move much. You work in an office. You probably only need 1,100 calories a day to sustain. Your BMR is probably 1,100, 1,200 calories a day. So yeah, I mean, by limiting your food choices to protein and fat, it does work. But can you lose weight without a low carb diet? Well, you're looking at one. My carbs never went below, except for, I think, 2 days pre-prep. For USA's, I think I took it down once or twice, if that. But my carbs for prep were at 350. So I had 360 protein, 350 carbs going into my show. My fats were actually we didn't even purposely add them in. We didn't count them because they were traced from the ground beef and the chicken that I ate. And if I need to lose more weight, it's pretty simple. Use less fatty sources of meat because you're going to get some fat from chicken, from lean beef, from all that. And if you're eating that many carbs and protein, you're going to get at least 50 to 100 grams of fat in your diet, period. So you're looking at all that. If you look at the people who get really shredded, right? Even the natural bodybuilders, right? Like your Kurt Weiners, your Brian Whitakers from back in the day. Those guys ate carb and protein. They were low-fat dieters. If you look throughout the history of bodybuilding, other than, I believe, Menser, who was more of an if it fits your macros guy, most of these guys are chicken and rice dieters. And when he gets closer to the show, they eat more chicken and less rice because, well, there's essential protein and essential fats, well, essential amino acids, which is protein, essential fatty acids, no such thing as essential carbohydrate. So you don't need carbohydrate. The outright bar was created for my kids. My kids need a snack to eat during soccer tournaments, and also I wanted a bar for myself to eat pre-workout, post-workout, and also throughout the day. You want your outright bars right now. That's why we have a partnership going with the Vitamin Shop to make sure that we're in all 750 plus locations, providing the best price, the best service, the best people to give you the outright bar when and where you need it. However, carbohydrate is a great source of fuel. And also if you're getting it from nutrients like fruit, vegetables. I love honey. That's why I put in the outright bar. Honey is a superfood. Honey digests slow. It actually doesn't even affect diabetic blood sugar levels most of the time. For most diabetics, most people, I love honey. If you're getting, and there's so many vitamins and minerals, it's a superfood. So you have these superfoods that help you live longer. proven antioxidants and fruits and vegetables. In pretty much every study done on fruits and vegetables, they're shown to be healthy. Oh, but the oxalates, shut up. So at the end of the day, both ways work. However, if you're an athlete, I'll tell you this, I'm pretty fat adapted. Whereas when I was fasting, my body can switch over within a day to fasting and eating a fat heavy diet, to cutting carbs. My body is adapted. My body's great. I've been doing this for years at any energy source it wants. But if you've ever trained on a low carb diet, and then you've trained after a Chinese food meal with a bunch of sodium and a bunch of white rice, or you've ever trained after a big bowl of Fruity Pebbles or Lucky Charms, and you have them carbs in you, maybe you drink a good intra workout. I drink Intra Advantage. We're getting rid of it from 015 Nutrition. We still have it on tigerfitness.com. If you have that in your intra, you have pre-workout carb. Let's say you eat an outright bar pre-workout. Let's say you eat a donut pre-workout. Okay, some of it's sodium, right? Some of it's a lot of other, but I mean, if you get that carb, you're going to have a better workout. And studies have pretty much demonstrated that carb inclusive versus low carb dieters perform better in most strenuous strength and performance activities. Long distance running, that's more fat based. So I would say they're the exception, something like that. But if you're looking at quick outputs, glucose is your preferred fuel source. Fat is your body's preferred fuel. No, it's not. If you're in absence of glucose, yeah, it converts it to ketones. But at the end of the day, when your brain needs fuel, it goes for glucose. Your brain needs glucose to operate on. When your brain doesn't have glucose, that's when it converts fat to ketones. As someone who's competed and trained, I've boxed both in a fasted ketogenic state, multiple for a long time. I've also boxed with carbs. My endurance, my power output, everything's better. Now, some people are so fat adapted. Like look at look at some of these guys who really do well fasted, right? Who really kind of thrive in that. Some people do great. It's very individual. But for most people, based on data, okay, based on my interpretation of the data, again, everybody's interpretation could be different, you're going to do better with carbs. As someone who's dieted both low carb and high carb, here's my opinion on dieting, okay? You want to keep your carbs and your cardio at a certain level. At the start of a diet, you want your carbs as high as possible, and you want your cardio as low as possible. I like to keep it at 20 minutes a day for overall health. So that way, when you hit sticking points, you keep your essential fats and your protein. You keep your fat and protein the same, about a gram of protein per pound of body weight, about 0.5 grams of fat per pound of body weight. And let's say your carbs are at 300. You hit a stick point, you go to 280. You hit a stick point, you go to 260. You hit a stick point, you go to 240. See what I mean? So you're adjusting your carbs, you're leaving your fat and your protein alone. As for cardio, let's say, okay, I've got my carbs down to 200. This sucks. I can only eat like 2 bagels a day. What the hell's going on? I'm Jewish. I need my bagels. So then what you do is you increase your cardio. You go from 20 minutes to 25 minutes, 25 minutes to 30 minutes. So in my opinion, some people just enjoy low carb dieting. Some people operate better mentally on it. Some people feel better during the day because there's no blood sugar swings. But that's another thing. If you're exercising and you maintain good blood sugar health, you maintain good insulin levels in your body, maybe you're eating the good foods where you're eating more slower digesting carbohydrate. I was talking about honey earlier in the outright bar. Outright bar, it's protein, carbs, and fat, but the carbs are slow digesting carbs, has fat to slow it down, high quality protein, right? Again, I'm saying that as an example, but okay, fine. Oh, Marc, stop trying to sell the outright bar. Fine. You have chicken, peanut butter, and blueberries. There you go. So that's my opinion, guys. A lot of people disagree with me, and that's fine. This is my opinion. That's the beauty of YouTube, is that you get a bunch of different opinions, try everything. So if you want to try low carb, by all means, do it. Do it. Just realize that if you're trying to perform at a high level, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Again, I wanted to, let me grab this piece of paper. I like filming outside because it's gorgeous in the great state of Tennessee. And always Sultra 958. If you could DM me on Instagram, I'll send you over something. I just need your email. I'll pop it over there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And for all your supplement needs, go to tigerfitness.com. That's tigerfitness.com. That's how I pay my bills. Thanks so much for watching, guys. That's not a game. I used to to have to go through dozens of bottles of vitamins, of supplements, just to get what I need. Look, I'm busy. I'm running multiple businesses. I'm coaching. I'm a professional bodybuilder getting ready for my first pro show. I don't have time to sit there and do all that. I gotta go. I'm on the go all the time. That is why I created MTS Nutrition Immortal. Here's how they look. This replaces dozens of bottles of supplements. So let me tell you exactly what this has. It has probiotics, greens, liver detox, joint support, cardiovascular support, and the most complete multivitamin, multi-mineral supplement ever created. If you have a busy life or you simply want more time to do the things you love and be able to travel by just taking one simple little pack with you, Immortal's for you.